Right, so we went to the tournament and came in fourth out of 60 or so teams. And I'm gonna show some of my favorite possessions of the weekend. Uh, we had, we were down in numbers and guys just stepped up. So let's watch some of my favorite possessions, offensive possessions anyway, of the weekend, and then we'll do a much deeper breakdown later. So this is my favorite possession against the Rock. Okay, multiple ways to get inbounds play in. That's good. And just watching all the things that they learn and able to apply is really, really important. We run a UCLA cut here. It's not there, so we post up because there's a switch. All right, now when Ty gets middle, it doesn't mean this play is for him to shoot. He knows that unless he has a great shot. So he hops in the middle lane and throws it from above his head so he could throw it on a line. And now these guys are playing against a closeout over here. So now it's a closeout and the ball just keeps moving and the ball's going to move faster than the ball. And now Grant sees that we have nothing. We're going to try it again. Isaac cuts through to see if he get a layup first. It's not there. Another kick. Now a bad closeout. All right. Cade's not going to get by everybody off the dribble, but against closeouts because of the player movement, he gets right by this guy, causes help. Unselfish gets off the ball, turn the back of their heads, and then we score a layup. I'd also like to highlight that kids play defense typically about 5 passes, and then the on-ball guy might play defense, but the off-the-ball guys stop. So since this was 18 passes, this kid has stopped playing defense. He can't see his man and the ball, and because he turns the back of his head, we cut, and we have players that can hit him. Excellent, excellent play. So here's my favorite possession against our Tar Heels, the second game that we played, team from Louisiana. Now, I like this. We set an early bolo screen so our point guard doesn't have to deal with pressure. So now the guy has to release under him, and it makes it easier to get this first pass into our offense. And once we're in triple threat, it's a lot harder to steal the ball. So that was great, even though it's a small thing. And now we're working the offense and seeing what we can get. All right, now this is obviously a different offense than the first one because this is very screen heavy. All right, and defenses keep trying to switch. Now from now already we've forced to switch, which is good for us because now it's easier for our bigs to rebound. Now we reject the screen. Now the important thing is now we've rejected the screen. The purpose of a ball handler, if they're a good playmaker and scorer, is to get 2 on the ball. And once you get 2 on the ball, you're in really good shape. This time, because he goes baseline, there's basically 3 on the ball. So now he throws it from above his head, so it's on a line, not from his chest. So now their rotations have to happen. The guy who was guarding Grant has to sprint to Cade, and because of that, Grant's wide open. And again, we're back to kids only playing defense for about, 5 passes. So here we go. We spin. Now they're out of rotation. Wide open shot. Great basketball. All right. Favorite offensive sequence against Texas All-American Prep. All right. And so I like how Braylon gets us set up so we could get started in the offense because if guys are out of position, you trust me, you're not running offense. All right. So here we are. Now I like this. This hard cut is going to make this guy help a little bit. All right. So because Braylon's cutting, it's already putting pressure on the defense. Now this is a screen for Daniel right here. Watch how he seals his man and he's holding him and keeps him behind. So we could actually hit him or Ty can hit him. But because this guy sees that, because Daniel's doing his job, he has to stay helping. And so he helps too long and Cade screens his man, then he screens the other guy. And that leaves us for a wide open shot. So we'll back that up a little bit. Got a swing. Got a seal. Now this time watch Cade. He screens his own man because that's the threatening guy that could get back to the guy lefting. And then he moves over and gets in the way of the other guy. And now we get a wide open shot. And we have 2 guys sprint down to the hot spot. Everybody did their job on this possession. So let's watch Daniel. He holds his block out so he could get the rebound. Ty gets in there as well. And now we typically have 2 shots at the basket. Clip will probably go on both videos, the longer version, because it is offense and defense that I like. So we get the guy in a speed dribble, and we've learned, and we've repped this out a lot. We don't worry about the far guy. We take away the easiest passes and make this guy make one of those super passes. And he tries, and it gets close there, but now we're on the flight of the ball sprinting. We run him off the line, and we're okay with guys taking off the dribble pull-up mid-ranges. We don't think that's going to beat us. All right, so he takes that shot that we want them to take. Easy rebound. Now there's no dribble, immediate kick out. Ty sprints from the block all the way to the other end. And Cade holds the dribble until Ty's at a place where he doesn't have to take any dribbles. Just catch and score. Over the top, score. All right, so let's watch that hustle. We get him. Ty contests. Once he sees we have the ball, he's out. All right, Cade waits, good patience. Easy layup. Favorite play of that game. All right, so this is a weird looking game. You got to fix your eyes for it. That's why we switched jerseys early in it. But anyway, we're running the wrong offense because we didn't recognize they were in a zone. I like how we get it set up immediately. We get the guys set up into our zone offense. Now we got guys cutting from behind the zone. They can't see Isaac cutting. Now here comes Grant. And of course, once we hit that low-high action, Ty dives, easy layup. We want teams playing zone against us. All right, same team, same game. Just had to switch jerseys. All right. So now we get a skip pass, and now we're behind. Daniel's behind the zone. It's really tough to see guys that are hiding behind that zone, and he does a great job of that. So watch when we get the ball to Braylon. Because Daniel's on that baseline, nobody on their team can see him back here. And when you catch it back here, somebody got to guard him who have a layup, and then whoever's slashing right down the middle, easy layup. All right, so this is an interesting clip because without explanation, most people wouldn't know why I put it on here. So we do a screen, and without communication, screens can cause confusion, and it does even here. We get two people on the ball. All right, so we just throw it where that help defender came from, and that's Grant. So he's open, all right, because of the screen. Now he's out. Now he has a wide open layup. Now, the rule is don't get blocked. So you can see literally 1, 2, 3, 4 people trying to protect this rim so he doesn't get this wide open layup. All right, and because your teammate's not going to run at you like the defenders are, your teammate's going to be in a great position to get the offensive rebound if you don't get blocked. So Ty gets the easiest rebound and one putback of his tournament. All right, now here's the part where we're teaching. We do training where we work on different finishes. He has to get the ball up. So Grant does a quick finish right here, and even though he doesn't make it, his teammate's able to get the putback. And that's why that's one of my favorite plays, is because it's training and it showed up in the game. But we're going to have a few clips here because they're all kind of similar, and our whole thing is, hey, when we're playing teams that are stronger, faster than us, we need them to make defensive mistakes because we can't really take them off the dribble like we want and things like that. So we got to find different ways to score. So the fact that our team was able to kind of pivot on how we typically do things so we can exploit some of the opportunities that this team would only give us, that was really impressive. So right now, we're setting our screens differently. This is going to be a back screen, but he bounces off of it. But because of that, we're setting a screen inside the three-point line, which is very different, which also means the defense has to react quicker, and our decisions have to be much quicker. So Braylon's posting up. Here's the screen. One dribble. This is not a good way to cover it, but it's tough for a high schooler to cover that. So we throw it right over the top to Ty for a perfect pass. All right, and we tried to get the same action here. We end up catching the ball. We catch the ball a little higher than I'd like, but we're still in basically a post-up kind of triple threat deal. Ty slips the screen once this guy jump traps, and then Braylon throws another perfect pass. Here's the other thing I like. I like that Daniel's in the corner. His man is who helped, and Daniel's sprinting in. So he sprints in a little late, but if Ty misses that layup, here comes Daniel with the open layup. So I like that because, again, it made them make a quick decision out of pick and roll. Most kids our age aren't doing that, and there we go with another 2 points. All right, and this is also what we did. We decided to slip the screens. Okay, now notice, we're not scoring against them one-on-one. We're scoring against them collectively as a team because they're a very athletic team. And the other thing we also changed up was setting a back screen for guys so we can catch it deeper. So here's the back screen by Braylon. And because of that back screen, Braylon gets to post up inside the three-point line again. All right, so now we just decided, hey, instead of using screen, let's slip it. And then we get another layup that way. All right, so we're finding different ways to score. Right, and there's not many teams that can, again, change how they typically do things so they can do new things that'll exploit what the defense is giving. So here's another back screen. All right, We set that, force a switch, because we'd much rather Braylon post up this guy who's smaller than this taller guy that was guarding him. So now he's posting up. So now we're in our Barkley. All right, and because players fall asleep when we're in Barkley, this is what happens with Ty. As soon as Ty sees the back of his head, there's the dive, there's the layup. So collectively, we're finding a way to score against the team that end up eventually winning it all. And I believe this is my favorite possession of all. It'll be two-sided, it'll be defense and offense. And we played, this is our final game. This is our 8th or 9th game in the tournament with a very short bench. And this is the second half. And this is the reason I really like it is because how long we played good defense. Now, this team is a lot like us. They won the whole thing last year at Nationals. And they really move the ball. They get it to the open guys, and we're covering everything. And they end up passing the ball at least 16 times. All right, so they get to the hole. We wall up, make it tough for them. Don't get the rebound. Now we got to get back to playing defense. We get back in the play. And again, keep in mind, this is our final game. So we're really, really defending. Then we fall asleep, and then they get a wide open layup. But that's okay. Let's fast forward. Same possession. We bring it down. We move the ball. Okay, get into a Barkley. We try to get a dive. It's not there. All right, and we give them the same medicine that they just gave us. We slip the screen for an easy layup. All right, and that's kind of how we ended the tournament. We ended up losing, 61-65. So that was for the third place game, but that was awesome to see. And there's obvious reason on why, this was a really, really good team that we had. Because we played on both ends of the court. We executed. We always understood time and score. We never quit, and I never had to coach energy and effort. And man, it's one of those things that's easier said than done, and I didn't have to do much of that. So I'm really proud of what we were able to put on the floor. This was awesome to see, and anybody that loves basketball should be watching this and really enjoying it. Great, great season, TNT.